children do find the world absurd, and it's quite uncomfortable getting to grips with this world. And there are some questions that your parents just can't answer. I don't even know how to explain it. See, this is why I write my diary, because when I'm trying to explain to someone else who's not in my head, they can't make sense of what I'm trying to say. Okay, if you tried to explain to, say, a 1-year-old, or 2-3-year-old, 4, whatever, the idea that one part of the world, or the developed world, lives in a state of luxury, while the larger portion of the world has nothing, and they're dying, and children would not understand the fact that we have a lot, too much, and they have nothing. And like, if you gave half of what you had to them, you could still live fine. You could still think, you could still eat, sleep, have fun, laugh, grow, work, whatever you wanted to do, you could still do it fine. All you'd have to do is let go of your luxuries, become less of a consumer culture. All those thousands of people who are dying wouldn't need to die. A child would not be able to understand the logic of that, and growing up to accept the logic of that, along with several other points that are just like that one, is not joining the real world. It's just getting used to the absurdity of modern life. You could say that I overthink, but I don't think people think enough. It's very important, because people make mistakes every day that cost hundreds and thousands of lives because they haven't thought out their own morality. They go with the morality of every institution that tries to tell you how to live. I mean, laws aren't really concerned with morality, so you shouldn't base your morality on laws. Religions and everything. People don't actually think enough about their own morality, and then when they have to make personal choices, they go with the flow and don't actually think about it, and that's got such unbelievably huge implications. And if you just think open-mindedly, obviously, but just think! It's the most important thing in the world. I can't believe that people don't do it. I mean, part of it is just where I live. I mean, I don't know what it's like in other places, but I think, by and large, a large proportion of the world need to think a bit more. Actual, real thinking. I think careers, you know, if you say you're interested in something, you kind of have to think at some stage whether or not that idea is going to generate an income. Just because you need money in this society in order to live, it cheapens the whole thing. Is money necessary in any way? It's something that we've created. I think the only real need for money emerges out of the idea that we don't trust each other. You need money because of human greed. Money's like the middleman between the person that offers services and the person that offers something in return for those services, because we don't have the community and the trust. And if you had good links in your community, you wouldn't need that middleman. You would just offer your services for the other person's services, because everyone has passion, or should have. If they've got an active mind, they should have passions and desires of their own, things that they want to achieve with their life, things they want to explore and learn. And if in a community where people are linked like that and they all care about each other, know each other, like I really love books, I love reading. I happen to have a lot of books. Say I decided every Saturday to put all my books in a big box outside my house, and anyone in the community that wanted to read one of my books could just walk past, take a book, spend as long as they want reading it, and then drop it back in the box. I'd basically be a library. There could be a man who's always loved cookery, and maybe they have an arrangement where they make bread according to the demand of the community, and they'll give their bread. So he might be an avid reader, and because he's an avid reader, and because I'm an avid reader, and I've got a lot of books, and he hasn't got a lot of books because his real passion is making bread, he can have as many of my books as he wants, for as long as he wants, and he gives me all the bread that I want. And he loves making bread, I love reading and having books. We swap, and we grow, we learn. We don't need money. You can't really be selfish if it's based on community ties like that and based on mutual exchange, because that stuff, it hasn't got a monetary value. The value is determined by the meaning that the people involved attach to it, and I think something like that would be much better. So obviously I'm presenting a very one-sided argument. I think that kind of thing has been tried before, and obviously it hasn't worked, at least not outside of very small communes. The truth is, I don't know the facts. I don't know how to debate from the other side. I don't know enough about communism and how that worked. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I would like to. Also, I think some elements of Marxism are probably in there. The idea of the classless society. I would love to learn more about the other side of it and how it could or couldn't work. I mean, that's why I'm finally posting a video like this, because what I really wanted to start was discussions where I'm completely in the open, which is terrifying, but I'm here. I'm on the internet, you can see me, I can see you, and it's amazing, because anything you say I can comment directly back on, and vice versa, and this is a connection, this is a link that the internet has made happen, and this is what the internet should be used for, not Facebook obsessions and looking up pictures of Cheryl Cole at the beach. So I want to hear your thoughts. I know I'm probably not going to get any thoughts back because I have about 3 viewers, but I really want to hear what people think. Depending on the feedback and its reception, I might do... No, I'm going to do more anyway. This channel's for me, screw you. But I hope that people do actually watch it and think about it and tell me if I'm an idiot or if they agree with all of it or some of it. Talk about what they think, share the views, change views, learn, etc. I mean, we should all point each other in the right direction and just explore together, because we don't come equipped with it all, and part of the fun is figuring it all out in life. And I think it's really important, and I love the internet and I love YouTube for making it so much easier for people to do that. Bye!